drone attacks. Keir Simmons reports on this from Dubai.
Hey there, good day to you. News from Qatar that residents are being evacuated from around the U.S. Embassy in the capital there at Doha after a tense phone call between the Qatari Prime Minister and the Iranian Foreign Minister. We've been seeing a bombardment today, and here in the UAE too, the UAE is saying 131 drones, 6 missiles fired here just today. Of course, Americans are caught in the middle. We spoke to a father, his son turning 1. He just turned 1 yesterday, and he is going to Tampa to try and be there for his son's first birthday on Sunday. He made it finally onto a plane last night, and he will be landing there in New York and then on to Tampa today. So at least some good news. But so many other Americans we've spoken to here in Dubai and across the Gulf region, there are thousands who are here on vacation, on business, and many more who live here. They say they have been struggling to get help and advice. The State Department saying it is surging more flights to this region, and that 17,500 Americans have been able to leave the Middle East safely. Keir Simmons, NBC News, Dubai.
Sacramento Congresswoman is sharing resources for those who are stuck overseas right now. Doris Matsui says anyone in the United Arab Emirates, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, or Israel should fill out a Department of State crisis intake form. The White House is chartering flights free of charge and opening seats on military planes in those areas. If you know someone trying to evacuate, please tell them to call 916-498-5600. The number's on your screen, even if you could just take a picture of it. That number goes to Matsui's team, who will help communicate with the State Department as soon as possible. This is all coming as Israel has reopened its main airport for incoming flights. The country closed its airspace Saturday after the strikes on Iran were launched. And during this first day, only 1 flight per hour will land. Officials say if things go smoothly, more will soon be allowed. President Donald Trump's plan to build a new East Wing ballroom at the White House is headed for a final approval vote today. The National Capital Planning Commission, which includes several of President Trump's allies, is expected to sign off on the project. Its executive director is already recommending approval on this. This is despite receiving more than 32,000 public comments opposing the plan. Critics are citing concerns about the project's cost, size, and historical impact. Supporters say the White House needs a larger, more modern event space. A federal judge has already rejected an attempt to block the project. A judge has decided against closing a Texas youth camp where 2 counselors and 25 campers, children, died in a historic flood last year. The owner of Camp Mystic and more than 100 others were also killed when the Guadalupe River swamped Kerr County last July. A judge has ruled the camp can continue operations, but she ordered the area where the campers and counselors died to be sealed off. Other places around the camp can be altered as officials see fit. Regulators were asked not to renew the camp's license while the deaths are being investigated. Some probes are expected to begin in the coming weeks.